Welcome to another episode of Face to Face. Here's truly Joker, alongside Cobra and
Freddy Fazbear. That's me. Dope, dope, dope.
How you guys doing tonight, fellas?
Good. Take that shit
Oh,
off.
it's so hot. It's so hot
Take
under
it
there.
off.
It's so hot.
I'm doing good.
Welcome to another episode of Face to Face. We're here. We got the Halloween theme going on.
Yeah, creepy.
And we're going to have a good time tonight, right, fellas?
Yes,
Yes. Nesta, you look really good, bro.
Yes, you do. Shout out to April for doing the makeup.
Yeah, shout out to April. Yeah, let me give a ding.
Thank you,
to
April.
Yeah.
Give her a ding, ding, ding.
Ding. Ding.
Why so serious?
Well done.
So, Cobra, how you doing, buddy? I see you have a doll here.
I'm good. This is me.
Check out Cobra's
Everybody
doll.
see me? That's
He
me.
has a doll.
I have a doll.
Shout out who made it.
Mayra.
All right.
Nena Monstro. Anyway,
Very
it's
nice.
not anatomically correct, so
Well
it
said.
wasn't made that way.
Cobra, you look awesome as well. What do you I know you play a lot of different characters in your movies that you do.
This is the character that I played in Plaga Zombie American Invasion that I've mentioned so many freaking times in this podcast that we are currently showing to the public in New Bedford, Massachusetts.
Shout out to you. All right.
And and we can't with this costumes. We're not gonna be able to shove it up your ass,
No,
right?
no, that's a song. My song needs to be shoved up my ass. Give me some of the alcohol. I don't even want to talk about that right now. Give me the alcohol.
Oh, which one you want? Tequila? Oh, okay. Oh, yes, you're driving.
I'm
Yes,
driving.
that's
I'm a
right.
responsible
Being
adult.
responsible. Yo, and Nesta, shout out to you with the set. I mean, come
Yes.
on. Look at this beautiful
Chuck it
set.
in the back.
little bit.
Candy.
Come
Real
on.
candy.
The candy. Two
Real
buckets of candy. I don't know
I
who's
gotta
gonna
say,
eat. I don't know who's gonna eat all of it.
I'm going to take some home. Definitely.
That's for you in the set.
So,
So-
Halloween.
How are we starting off today?
But I do have a question.
Okay.
This is a serious question. I really want to know, is there a difference between ghosts and spirits?
I thought they were the same. Were they?
But see, that's what I'm like. Are ghosts people that passed away and that are still lingering around?
I think ghosts are like the ones that haunt you, and spirits are the ones that like accompany you.
A company. Now, what do you mean by a company? Like
Like a
just,
spirit of your grandfather or grandmother might be still lingering around to protect you or something, but a ghost is there to like fuck your shit up.
okay. So, what about those spirits or ghosts that been in an environment for so long, and then they finally pass away, but their essence kind of stays within that place, but they don't do any harm to you, but you kind of notice it. You like, you know what I mean? What about that? They're not really messing with you per se. They're just there. What about that?
What about you, Joker? What do you think about that?
It's interesting. I agree with you. I thought the spirit is there more to protect, and ghosts are there to more haunt you.
Oh, spirit is to protect.
Protect or come back to I get where you're coming from. Cobra.
They miss you, and
Yeah,
and
that
but a
kinda
ghost
stuff.
is there to like to basically fuck
Yeah.
your shit up, like smash shit, throw shit around.
Give you the heebie-jeebies.
So if that's the case, then what's a demon?
Ooh, where's
all these
Barbie?
names.
Barbie, where are you?
Where are
We
you,
need to know.
Barbie?
Because I thought the demons are, you definitely don't want a malicious spirit in your presence or your house or anything like that.
Well, that's why you burn sage.
Yeah.
But does that really work though?
I mean, some people believe it really works. It keeps the evil spirits out. You burn sage, Or the thing what they say is, well, I don't want to say this, but voodoo.
Voodoo.
Yeah.
That exists.
I mean, yeah.
Voodoo witchcraft.
Yeah.
You know what? People look at it as bad, but they say it's not really bad. It's like,
No, I don't think it's
I think
bad.
voodoo is called. It means like magic of the mind or something like that. Yeah. So
Isn't it like a
depending on what you
religious-
use it for,
You
they
can,
say.
you can cast spells, you know.
Yeah.
that, right?
I mean, I wouldn't.
I mean, you can. And
It's
easy.
Voodoo is seen to be evil, but some people look at it as in a bad way because people use it for the wrong things. But it's, They said back in the days, the slaves used to use it in order to get away from their masters and stuff like that.
I've actually seen a video. This was on TikTok because sometimes I like to spend my nights on TikTok, and there was this video of this priestess. I think that's how you say it. Yeah. And she was saying how someone had did a love spell on this guy, right? And this woman had did a love spell, and it drove the guy so insane, right? So the video starts off with a guy. You can hear a man arguing with this woman who's recording on the other side of a door, and he's just like, "Are you serious? Like, what do you want from me? What do you want from me?" And she's like, "Could you please just go away?" Like, this is, at first I thought, oh, this is just an argument, right?
Right.
But then he like gets sporadic with his screaming. He starts to like, the way he like screams, it almost feels like he's being taken over by something, right? And then he breaks the door. He breaks through the door. And, obviously, if this was like an abuse sort of a thing or, domestic violence, I feel like she would respond a little differently. Yeah. But it was almost as if she knew that, oh man, this is like him acting crazy again. So once he broke through the door, you can hear him. He didn't come in and like cause harm to her or anything. He just went down the hallway, and you can hear him making these like wails, these eerie wails. It was so creepy, so unnerving. And basically the quote on the video was saying how you got to be careful with love spells, and I think it had something to do with blood magic or something like that. Yeah. But that stuff, if that has any indication to be real or anything like that, I don't want any part of it. I don't want anybody putting any love spell on me at all to make me act like that.
No.
Do you believe in stuff like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
You do?
Totally. I've seen it.
I'm sorry, what?
I've seen people do shit like that. Southern countries like Argentina, they do a lot of crazy shit.
So you think that's what it's been done to you? You had a love spell?
Me? Nah. Fuck that. No. I mean, I don't know. All I know is I had an ex-girlfriend.
Right.
And this is some true shit. Her mom wanted me to be with her so bad because of the economic situation, because I was American.
Right.
Well, I'm American.
Right.
Argentinian. And apparently the mother was into the voodoo stuff. And I went to go see a spiritual healer because I felt like I couldn't break free from this girl. There was no way for me to break free. I was like, I'm obsessed. I don't know what to fucking do. So she's like, when you go back to that house, see if you see something that belongs to you anywhere in the house.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So
Yo.
I found a picture of me in a freezer.
What?
Yes. What they do is they keep you there. They freeze you like to never leave or something. Some weird shit.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
wow. So she had your picture in the freezer.
Right. I had to get it, bring it back to this lady, and she had to burn it up and do some weird shit to me. And I was freed after that.
Oh my.
Did you hear about those things where in order to free you, they cut the chicken and the blood come out and all kind of different things.
Yeah.
So she freed you from that frozen picture.
Something like that. She did something other than that. She didn't use a chicken, but
Yeah.
she had to do something for me to and I passed out. She was doing something to me. She was cleansing me.
Yeah.
And I just passed out. And I fell on the floor.
Now, before this happened, did you feel any type of way? Did you?
I couldn't understand why I couldn't leave this girl. It happened to my uncle too. My uncle was married to a lady. Couldn't leave her. I was like, I don't love her, but I can't leave her.
She put a hex on you.
He found a body or like a doll with his piece of his shirt tied or some shit.
Oh my goodness.
What's that movie back in the days when they had the doll and the three witches and they were putting the pins?
I don't know.
Creep Show with the little kids doing this.
No,
to
it
his
was the
father.
three witches, the three women, and the guy Jack Nicholson.
Oh, the Witches of Eastwick.
Richards of Eastwood.
Eastwood,
had
yeah.
a doll like you. Matter of fact, a doll like this.
Oh,
That's exactly what happens.
you
They get a
could-
doll
oh
like
my-
that and they put pins in it.
They could do voodoo on me with this fucking
They do
thing.
video. All they need is something like this.
Look at the likeness.
But don't they need like a lock of hair or something
Yeah,
that
something like that. They
belongs
said
to
sometimes
you?
they take a lock of
Pictures,
hair.
lock of hair, anything that belongs to you.
All right.
That's what. And hey, in the Chucky movie, that's what happened. He had a doll like this, and then
Yeah.
Chucky.
Oh, is that what he did?
Yeah.
He put himself inside the body.
Yeah, I thought Chucky put himself
Chucky
inside.
Chucky put him inside the body, but he went back to one of the guys. He used Charles E. Ray,
Right.
but he went back to one of his voodoo priest guy, and that's what he says. He's used voodoo for evil.
Yeah.
And he says, I knew this would come to this.
Well,
He
this
says,
is witchcraft and everything, man.
Yeah.
Everything. Could be good and bad. There's bad and there's good. You know.
depending on what you use it for.
That's why I love Halloween, because everything is fucked and evil and
I love Shocktober. Shout out to Shocktober.
horror movies.
Yeah. You know, I mean,
Favorite horror movie?
Oh, favorite horror movie?
Ooh.
Paranormal Activity.
Evil Dead maybe, or Halloween.
Evil Dead is like a cult classic
Yeah.
for sure.
I like the old school cheesy, crappy movies.
But that's Evil Dead is more of a
Demons.
it's actually a comedy in a way, isn't
The
it?
second one is not the first one.
The first one?
first one is hardcore, like it makes you nervous type of movie. When that chick is starting to read the cards and she's like Jack of Spades, Jack of Diamonds, and she freaks out. She gets
Yeah.
up and she's like, "Oh fucking!"
Yeah.
I like
oh,
the Freddy Kruegers and Saws.
I mean,
Now, all right.
everything.
Now, Saw is
like a
not horror.
It's more like gore.
Suspense,
Thriller sort of a thing.
Horror for me is like Friday the 13th,
Friday
stuff
the
like
13th,
that. You know, like even though the first one was more like a whodunit type of murder type of thing. But yeah, I like old school.
Well, I'm old school too. Yeah,
The
old school
Thing,
horror.
John Carpenter stuff. The Halloween,
How about the Corn? Children of the Corn.
Children of the Corn.
That was creepy. Pet Cemetery scared me a little bit.
I heard about Pet Cemetery. I've
That
never seen Pet
scared me a little
Cemetery.
bit.
Pet Cemetery. I've never seen Pet Cemetery.
You know why Pet Cemetery scared me?
There's two of them though.
Yeah. I'm focusing on the first one.
Okay.
That scared me because it was grounded in something that I could believe. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, this family gets caught by grief, and you hear these rumors that if you bury the body in this like special area, that it may, come back. That is creepy to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, Amityville Horror. You're like, what do you think about that?
Oh, well, based on a true.
Have you ever gone to the house?
No.
I go
would
there
never.
all the time.
Why?
All the time.
Because my friends, when they come to visit, they're like, "Oh, where's the Amityville Horror House? I'll take you there." And we take pictures in front of the house.
Really?
And, it's just a house.
Why have you gone?
Yeah.
Chicken.
Let me tell you. Yeah, you can call me all the names in the book.
Chicken.
That's
Go,
what.
go.
Chicken.
You can call me all the names in the book. It
Go
doesn't
there
matter.
and write some
Why
and
so
read something
serious?
backwards.
Because I like my life.
Doggy.
Nothing happens. It's a beautiful house.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just not with that. I like horror. I'm a huge horror fan, but I'm a huge horror fan. I see you over there teasing me. I'm a huge horror fan, but it doesn't mean I don't want to like engage so much with it because I don't want anything jumping and latching onto me because that's a thing that happens. Okay? You go to the haunted houses or these penitentiaries that used to be haunted with these these ghost tours or whatever the case is.
We used to do shit like that when we were kids. Look for like the Molly Hatchet house and shit like that, like by Hewlett Harbor, where you supposedly go up to the chimney that was buried under the house. You could hear a scream. We used to do all that crazy shit as kids.
Why?
Because we were fucking retarded.
Look, there was this. Okay, so my old place used to be a hospital, and I don't know if this is 100% true, but as kids, we believed that the basement was the morgue area.
Oh.
Right? So I remember one day, me and a bunch of my friends, we decided to sneak out of our place. It was like, it had to have been like 8 and 9 of us. Sorry, Mom. And we snuck out. We all met up at 12 o'clock, and I was best friends with the super son. Shout out to Hector. I'll see you. Hector. He stole his father's keys, right? So we can get into downstairs. We're not supposed to go down there, okay? It's like a massive boiler room with like other spare rooms, right? So when we get down there, obviously we have flashlights. There's no light down there. Now we're walking around. The boiler turns on. Obviously that happened, scared the shit out of us. But that's normal. So we kind of just, talk. It's just a boiler. Everybody just relax, right? Mm-hmm. So we start to notice that there's these different rooms, and it kind of looks like there used to be like an apartment down there, right? Yeah. Well, what looks to be an apartment. I promise you, we walked into this one room, and there was this rocking chair in the middle of the room. Almost like it was so cliche that I didn't even realize how cliche it was after, the incident had happened. So we're all just like kind of shining a light, looking into this room. And, we one by one, we kind of inch our way into the room, and there's cobwebs everywhere. So clearly no one has been there before. And then all of a sudden, the chair starts to rock on its own.
I'd have been like, fuck you.
Have you ever, now just picture.
Is it all in your mind, or it is really?
I don't know, but picture 9 people running out of one doorway at a time.
No.
It was chaotic. No. Chaotic.
9 people. Wow.
Your costume reminds me of a scene from The Shining.
Oh, which scene?
When the guy was dressed up as a dog, and she's running through the hotel. She looks in the room, and she sees a guy. Apparently, he was getting a blowjob from a guy.
Shout out to that guy.
A guy dressed up as a dog looks at her. You look for that scene.
Yeah, it's I remember it. It's
creepy. Like, imagine walking through a fucking hotel with supposedly nobody in there. You look in a room, you see a fucking guy looking at you with a guy dressed up as a dog.
It's so creepy.
I would have been like, I'm right through the window. Fuck you, Danny. Fuck everybody.
This is what I'm saying. Like, why do people? And I'm going to Fright Fest tomorrow.
Nice. Ooh, yes,
so
nice.
I do understand the feeling of wanting to be scared.
I love it.
Or wanting to be in an environment where fear is a thing. There's a rush there. I get that. But
they chase you, right?
Yeah. Yes, they do.
They chase you at Fright Fest?
Oh, yeah, they do. There was a mother and her child, and they had these chainsaws, and man, this chainsaw, and we're coming up like this this walkway thing when we're outside, and you could hear the chainsaw. We just hear screams in the distance. And, when we do Fright Fest with my group of friends, we all take turns going first. Because nobody wants to, walk for, be the guy. On this instance, I happen to be the guy going first. And we heard the chainsaw. Then we hear the screams. And then we start to hear the screams get louder. Meaning someone is coming closer to us. We see in the distance, there's this woman holding her child, and she tumbles onto the ground and starts to try to pick up her child as she's being chased by this chainsaw dude. Super scary. But again, it's a controlled environment. The guy.
Yeah, it's fake.
Yeah, he's not
in a real situation, you would be shitting your pants.
Yeah, of course. But this is what I'm saying. This is the difference between going to something like Fright Fest and then going to the Amityville Horror House, like you did. Why would you put yourself in a situation?
Because it's a house.
It's a house, buddy.
But the house has history.
If you can go to Fright Fest,
the history.
If you can go to Fright Fest, you can go to the Amityville Horror House.
You gotta do a drive-by.
Yeah.
Just be like, hey. If you love horror, you got to see that.
Let's go together next year. Halloween.
Yeah, we'll go.
We all go together.
And film it for Face to Face.
We're on location at the Amityville Horror House with Face to Face.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I don't want to do that. And here's why. Out of respect for the neighbors. I just feel like they get that a lot.
Yeah.
What I mean?
You know what happened is they changed the number of the actual house. It's no longer the number that it used to be, and they took out the windows.
See, the windows is the iconic thing.
Yeah, they took them out.
Oh, okay. So it looks totally different.
But they changed. We found it because we found it with a book.
with a
My
book.
friend Jamie, she's a lawyer. She's like she was very smart back in the day. So she's like,
Oh, so she's not smart anymore.
well, yeah, but she's smarter. But she was the smart one of the group that was like, we're gonna find this house. And I'm like,
Okay.
all right. She took the book. She bought the Amityville horror book, and we found it. We found the Ocean Avenue, and that's the street, Ocean Avenue, Amityville house in Amityville, and we found the house, and it was creepy. Like, yo, that's the fucking house, bro. And we're like,
I
yeah,
don't know
drive
about
by
that.
quick.
This has been face to face. I don't know
Yeah.
what you guys. I don't know. You want to keep going? What you want to do?
I don't know. What do you know?
Another show.
Yeah, let's.
So this wraps up another episode of Face to Face.
Yes.
And we'll be back for a continuous episode.
So creepy.
It's the Halloween episodes of Face to Face.
Halloween.
I'm gonna need a drink.